Mage. Rough. Okay. Don't have the Spell Snare. Or even a Mana Leak. So that's a whopping 6. Misclick, please. Pick the Nicodle. Eh? Maybe. Maybe you clicked the Nicodle? No, he didn't fall for it. Alright, so we go to 9. Verdict. Really slow in this matchup. Okay, so... Chumpcaster Mage, anyone? Jeez. Is that what this has come to? Chumpcaster Mage into... Oh, jeez. Oh, there goes to the Verdict. Well, I guess, hang on a second. If he thought seizes Verdict... Oh, he's going to take the snap. He's going to take my Chumpcaster Mage. Dovin is a Jace variant? I don't know if Dovin's a Mind Sculptor. A friend of mine was playing Blue Eye Control, Modern, Dovin was good. Yeah, I think Dovin's a lot better than people give him credit for. Become Immense, am I dead? Yeah. Alright, game 2. I think our hand was fine if it was going to be like a mid-rangey fight. It didn't happen to be. But that's okay, we can sideboard to do a little better against this archetype. Things that we can bring in. Purge comes in. Timely comes in. That's about it. Things that come out. Okay, we could cut the Ancestrals. We could consider cutting Ancestral down. We could consider cutting Gearhulk down. I don't really want to lose any... I mean, Raman's not great in this matchup, but maybe it's going to be better than something we curve this. Maybe we'll see if there's something else we want out of the board. Nothing strikes my fancy immediately, though. Unless we want to switch over to Nahiri Emrakul. I don't like doing that against my opponent's deck. I also don't necessarily like how Anger lines up against him. It's... Same case with the Electrolyzes. Like, these just are cantripping. They don't line up great. So we actually might put the Nahiri in after all, just because I can use her to remove a big Death Shadow. Jace doesn't line up well here. Really slow. This will be slow. That's better for grinds. This doesn't line up great. These don't line up great. One more cut. The Alliance didn't line up great, but it could. The only thing that Spell Snare counters is specifically his Tamir Battle Rage. Obviously, we died in part to Battle Rage, but this literally only will counter that. Why don't we slim on a Remand first? How's the Fatcaster Mage? Oh, we're actually siding him out because we're against Suicide Zoo. Suicide. I think he'll be great in grinds, though. Relic won't be terrible for Become Immense. Do we like Relic over any Remands? I feel like Remand is just pretty bad in this match. Well, no, Remand is nice against Become Immense. Actually, I think I'd rather have the Remand than the Relic. But maybe that's... I mean, we'd have to keep the mana open, and that's hard to do against this deck. We kind of have to be pretty proactive. I'm not a fan of either card, but I guess on that logic we'll go with the... I guess you just run more things that get the Emrakul. You could just run the Jaces, but Jace isn't good against decks that are going... Like, decks that are going, like... Decks that go wide, I prefer Jace. Decks that go with just, like, 1 or 2 really big threats, you want Nahiri for sure. Even. Oh, this hand. Boom. I really should think about my cards, or my opening hands a little longer than that, but I was just really excited to see blue or red mana, and then some nice, just active spells we can use. Now, obviously, Cascade Bluffs, not great for casting Helix. I'm only running a couple Helixes, though. But I felt like this was the more appropriate. If we're going to run a filter, then I think this is one that's more appropriate because of the... just the... blue count in the deck and the Anger of the Gods. But maybe this is oversight. Maybe Maybe we don't even need any filtered lands. We'll see. Scrapcaster. I mean, I wouldn't run any Scrapcasters over Snapcasters. I think of it kind of like a 5th Cryptic Snapcaster. Snap Cryptic. I traded away my Dovin Bond, did you? No, it's not bad, booted ahead. I feel like Blessed Alliance is pretty nice in this matchup. Because they do run, what is it? I know this isn't pretty, but... do what you gotta do. Now, if we really desperately need the Helix, I can make the Helix happen, but again, it wouldn't be a pretty play. You'd have to, like, shock yourself on the fountain, and then you're better off just playing the Blessed Alliance. Next turn, I'll probably just go Hollow Fountain tap, hold up Blessed Alliance. You do hear Fall of Troy. This is an instrumental, though. Yeah, Hue Clues, that's why we're testing it. I'm not sure exactly how Fatcaster or Scrapcaster or whatever you want to call him, Big Daddy Scraps, is going to actually be. Draw me a land, you're the Goblin Guide. Spell Snare, huh? Okay. I kind of smell a mutagenic, to be honest with you. He kind of sat there and looked at the bolt as it went after his Nicodle for a little bit too long. That would save either of his creatures, unfortunately. We might just be better off chilling. If he's got the, if he tries to go for the kill, we do have the spells. Well, he knows about the Spell Snare, though. But I can't justify using the Helix or the Snap Bolt, I don't think. Unless we really want the blocker. If we really want the blocker, then that's reasonable. I think we just should hope that there's a 4th land on top that's not Colonnade and we get to Wrath him. What do you think? Yeah, I think just maybe this Blessed Alliance will be enough to buy us the time that we need to, yeah, go. Do what we need to do. I'm hoping that's the case. There you go. There's the island. We just have to literally... Oh, jeez. Would you consider a Chumpcaster Mage even just to make sure that the Death Shadow can't connect? I mean, they do run Apostle's Blessing occasionally. I've seen 1 to 2 ofs in their deck. It's a nice enabler because they can pay for Phyrexian mana on it. It's another protection spell that drains their life points. Okay. Alright. So basically, Chumpcaster Mage has to be enough. What sucks is we didn't shock ourselves, so I can't have the Spell Snare behind this. If he does have a way to get around the Chumpcaster Mage, we're just dead. Oh no, we're not dead. He has to have the other... No, we're not. This isn't lethal. It's not lethal. It's just 13. Just 13. The Chumpcaster Mage is still tempting, though, but we could just die to a Battle Rage. We gotta respect the battle rage here. I mean, if he's not hitting us with lethal, if he does nothing, I could just end step Blessed Alliance gain 4. This is not good for us. I wish I could just fire off the Helix, man. It's too bad we got the bluffs here. I mean, we know we can just Wrath next turn. That's something to look forward to. So as long as we can just live through this, we should be on a safe recovery. I'm good, Mickey Zero. Darkside thinks it's Chumpcaster. Chumpcaster loses, though, to if he has the nuts. Hope he doesn't Thoughtseize us. Oh, if he Thoughtseizes the Wrath of God, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. Just use the life gain mode? I'm thinking about it. Considering it. Because we could just get burned out. I don't know. I mean, like, this is a really powerful effect in this matchup, though. The fact that they have to sacrifice. Don't get me wrong. Our clocks are comparable. They're close. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't like. I'd much rather be at 9, but I don't know if it's worth just using this for the. Because we could escalate it next turn after the Wrath, like the next turn after that. Just save it. You think so too, Square? Yeah. I feel like it's just really nice in this matchup that let's be patient. Alright, show me something crazy like Boros Charm, make us cry. Can't cast Boros Charm off that tomb. Alright, go. I mean, he could just have Goblin Guide, Lightning Bolt, we're dead. You know. Or Swift Spear into whatever. I mean, then I'll feel really dumb for not spending the Alliance. You know? And that's fine. If he has, you know. Oh, are we dead? It's Harmagoof. Okay. 2 cards. If he has Mutagenic, I think we're going to lose because I can't quite handle what's going on the board. Don't get me wrong, the bluffs is super awkward on this Helix. Super awkward. I know, Tree. I know. Target my opponent, less damage from Death Shadow. That's true. Shrink the Death Shadow. Hughes likes the Snap Bolt. I was considering it because that blocks the Goyf, and we still have the Spell Snare behind it. Snap Bolt holds Spell Snare. Snap Bolt. How would I have Blessed Alliance behind that dirigible? The other play is you do this. Yeah, I mean, like, there's no way I can hold the Spell Snare. Honestly, I think we should just bolt and then, yeah, what Darkscythe's saying. I think it's just, it sucks that the mana's inefficient here. He's also at 8. Could just start chucking bolts at him. He's almost dead. What's up, Ike? Best way to work around Pump. If he has Mutagenic, we're dead anyway. Yeah. Like, what about this play? Like, you take out the Swift. He's at 8. Now he's at